Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So new event. Lots of people were thinking we might get the pumpkins. Lots of people said, nah, way too early. But there's so many fall events. There's pumpkins, there's the Halloween event, then there's the Thanksgiving harvest. So sometimes it does come early, but it ain't this early. So maybe next event. Anyways, let's take a look at everything that is happening in here. There's a lot of stuff, but really nothing new. Just some stuff with some sales on it. So if we look here, you can see Louis II. I had no idea. Someone was saying in my Discord yesterday, just what Genghis wants, more Louis. And I didn't know what they meant. And here we are, another Louis in the game. But this one spells his name with an E at the end. And he doesn't appear at first glance to be that good. Tomb Expedition is back. It's the best part of the event. So let's take a look. Tomb Expedition hasn't been here in a while. And basically, it's the best coining event in the game because it's the cheapest chance or ties for cheapest chance to get officer general chests for duty officers. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Let's just go through the stuff. So there's pyramids, and that's about it in here. There's nothing. Here's the general. So let's take a look at him. And you see 10% march size at Ascension 4. And then nothing here. Nothing is Covenant has march size at the very end. So he's at 18% there. And then if we go in here, nope, right there's where march size usually is. So he's looking like a bust. Not sure why anybody would want this guy. So he is the bad Louis, I guess. And then we go into events here. And Ranger Knight Order, always good to see they didn't remove that. It's obviously everybody's favorite free event. Glorious Attire. So you can get a skin. So this is the new skin you'd get, and it's an own to activate, and it does look really cool. Yeah, that's a tough one to choose to spend on because there's so much other stuff in the event that is pretty good. Hypno's Dream is back. Man, guys, I do this all the time to 4 times. And I'm going to tell you again my secret. My secret is don't pick all the best items. Get the blue one on there. Because I don't know, it just seems common sense to me that if you have high rewards, you have a harder chance to finish. So I go with low rewards and I just cycle all the way through. Up to you to decide to listen, but seems to work for me always. And if I don't get a good turn the first day, so let's say I only get to like level 4 on my 10 chances, I don't accept it. I don't. I wait till tomorrow, and I hope to get a first chance that's closer to the 10 area. And then, so I throw away a free chance on the day. I feel like it's worth it. Anyways, auction, nothing good there. And then we continue to go down. Windmill Festival, this is where you get some points based on how your teammates are doing. I only spin if I get the 100 spin for the day. I want to get the full free reward every day. And that's about it for that. So then we're going to get out of here. And we're going to go into valuable event. So this is where the interesting stuff is. So let's look at Tomb Expedition. So you got to get to level 4. And you can see here, you get this chest. And it has lots of good ones in there. And this level costs about $400. So an officer duty general usually costs minimum $500 in the game. Like whenever there's a special event and there's a redeem section, it's going to cost you $500 to have this chest to be able to choose everybody. So it's a pretty important level to get to and event to spend on. And it's generally more worthy to get an officer duty chest. Very rarely will this ever happen where it's better to buy that pack in the event than the main event pack. But in this case, that event is just offering a premium item at 25% off, right? $400 instead of $500. And then if we continue to look all the way over here, there is still the military tactics package. But personally, I would give this one a rest for this event. It seems to be out every single event now. I would give it a pass, and I would just go full on Tomb Expedition. I'll get more into that in coining video coming up in a day or two. And then we continue to look here. They put some reduction on here, or made this cheaper, so 20% off in this event. And then there is one more event up here that we're looking for. Here in Journey to Glory, they do have the Knight's Tactic Boss, which gives you a 22% chance to be happy. So if you want to spend $100 and have 1/5 odds to get a not as good premium officer as there is in Tomb Expedition, then by all means waste your money on this pack. Yeah, I would not be spending on this pack. I think it's a sucker's pack, basically, because of how good the Tomb Expedition is compared to it. And then if we go into the consuming event, it is speed ups. So time to speed up all those buildings that you started on resource event. And then let's go into the King Party. It's pretty standard. Nothing new has really come out here. Cake 8 is where most people are going to stop this. No, most coiners are going to stop. Most people are going to stop at cake 0 or 1, right? So let's be serious about that. And then when we get to the highest level here, we have Tashibana Donatsu. He is a trap factory duty officer, and then not much else is there. You get another Academy leg scroll and Harvest Winery permanent. And that pretty much sums it up for the event. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. They also made it easier if you're buying the Alliance Rally card. You can see it in, or not Alliance Rally card, but Alliance card. It'll auto help for you while you're online. So pretty much auto help for everybody, because if you're buying that card, you also have Rally card, which means you're going to be online all the time, renewing it every 8 hours. And that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this event, and like, subscribe, leave a comment.